Hello and welcome to The Spice Must Roll. My name is Paul, Berserker01, Batman Shelley, your GM and resident Chaos God, for this session of Wrath and Glory, Shadows of Aquilla. The Spice Must Roll, for those of you who don't know, is a campaign or a set of... what would you call it?
Missions.
Well, it's a TTRPG, we do multiple campaigns throughout the year and that kind of thing. So we like space and science fiction in general. So yeah, that's just who we are. So if you enjoy space and science fiction stuff and you like TTRPGs, think about subscribing to us on YouTube, youtube.com/thespicemustroll. And before we get into all the details of what the Shadows of Aquilla is, let's start with introductions. So we're going to start, because I've been going around even one. This time I'm going to go, Loken. Who are you? Where can they find you? And who do you play here in Shadows of Aquilla? General Kenobi.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Thank you.
It's appropriate.
It's like when you put like your hand up for a high five. You don't leave a brother hanging when you do a hello there.
No. It's appropriate because of the setting we're going to be doing today too, so it'll be interesting.
Ooh, I'm curious. Anyway, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. My name is LokenPlays. I'm a full-time content creator on Twitch, and I do streams 4 days a week, and I also the rest of the time are on TikTok and YouTube. All the social media links will be available if you're curious about what I get up to, but mainly it's a variety cast with a bit of a sci-fi bias and a huge love of Star Citizen. As for who I play on the TTRPG, I play Tiberius Sicor, who is a Primaris Librarian of the Ultramarines chapter, who has a bit of a penchant for fire and really honestly like decapitating people with power with a force axe. Honestly, I've been decapitating people more often than not, quite regularly. It's a little alarming, actually. I gotta be real with you. But yeah, he's a great character. I'm really enjoying playing him so far, and that's yours truly, really. You know, you're run of the, well, not run of the mill.
Exceptional.
Ultramarine.
You're exceptional Ultramarine. Yeah.
Exceptional Ultramarine. There you go. Yes.
From one Primaris to another Primaris, Ferric. Who are you? Where can they find you? And who do you play here on Shadows of Aquilla?
Hi, my name is Ferric Veer. I sometimes stream on Twitch, actually kind of infrequently right now. Mainly variety streamer with love for sci-fi, modern shooters, fantasy RPGs. I like everything. If I kind of play what I want. As for here, you can find me at twitch.tv/FerricVeer and FerricVeer on Twitter, because I don't promote that enough already.
Mm-hmm.
But here I play the Primaris Space Wolf, Uthar Lohgrifson. He is a headstrong space wolf, loves glorious melee, to the point where he'll roll into combat with a jump pack. Last session, if you missed it, that came and bit him in the ass.
You did get smacked down a bit, yeah.
Not going to spoil it, but go
watch it.
Last session
Yeah.
if you haven't watched it already. But he enjoys close combat, loves chopping people and bisecting people with his frost axe. And like Tiberius, he is a Death Watch veteran, so Xenos are his specialty.
I agree with Isaac in the chat. It was funny until it wasn't.
It was hilarious.
Yeah.
It
really was hilarious.
You'll see the entire moment. The entire cast just went, "Oh no!"
If I met a brick wall and it was green and very, very mean.
It was hilarious because it was the orcs, and orcs are funny, but people forget that orcs are funny in a grimdark sense. So that,
oh yeah,
they're funny in a way that can just slap you 6 ways to Sunday, baby.
Oh, I found it hilarious all the way through.
Can I just say, by the way, these new character portraits look freaking phenomenal.
Yeah, they're
awesome.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Shout out to the artist.
Nice. So the artist's name is Christina. She does K. It's at K. Iragana_A. She does a lot of Warhammer 40k fan work, and I was directed her by a couple people. She actually has worked with multiple people in the community who are like huge names, like Oculus Imperia and other people like that. So I'm like, oh, okay. So she's a fantastic. If you like Warhammer stuff and you want to commission her, she's always looking for commissions, and she does stuff like these sketches all the way up to the full blown like detailed art pieces. So thank you, Atomic.
No problem.
So, all right. Next we've got Atomic. Who are you? Where can they find you, and who do you play here on Shadows of Aquilla?
Hey everybody, my name is Atomic Zero. I'm on Twitter at ttv_Atomic Zero and Twitch at twitch.tv/Atomic Zero. Used to be a variety streamer, now mostly do TTRPG content, do my own sci-fi D&D show Thursday nights, 8 p.m. on my channel. And also I'm in another sci-fi TTRPG on Fridays on Roll for Chaos. And of course, this one. So I'm kind of getting around the TTRPG streamer game at this rate. But I play Omega X-018 Megas Explorator and Techno-Archaeologist of the Adeptus Mechanicus. A very technologically forward individual that is not gifted with the combat capabilities as the rest of the party, but still somehow managed to land a shot or two last session. So that was both terrifying and hilarious.
I believe you killed I think you got the killing blow on every single
on the Gene Stealer and the Orc boss.
Yeah, well, you didn't get the Gene Stealer. Yeah, that was.
No, I did. I took the head off. I had a crit on my arc rifle.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that wasn't Gene Stealer. That was the.
Oh, not the
Chaos Spawn.
The mutant thing.
Yeah, Chaos Spawn. Yeah, the Zeech Spawn.
Yeah, no, the Gene Stealer kind of had its head explode from a grenade.
Yeah, that was a different one. Slanesh Spawn? Whatever it was.
Yeah. All right. And last but not least, we've got the best boy, or I should say, playing the best boy, Mr. Tyric Durhan. Who are you? Where can they find you? And who do you play here on Shadows of Aquilla?
Oh, hi, I'm Tyric Durhan. I am overly energized suddenly for no apparent reason. I am a variety streamer who does games occasionally when I'm not dead tired from working, because this is a side hobby at the moment. Watch my stuff. I want to get out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But I play the best boy, Bulgrox, who is an Ogren Bulgrin, who just wants to do the best he can for the Emperor and for the boss, and help his buddies as best as he can. And also throw grenades at things, because he likes grenades.
Well, bombs, but yeah.
Bombs, grenades, tomato.
He's like an extremely large, loyal golden retriever.
Yes.
He's adorable in his own right.
I mean, I did kind of base his personality off of Willoughby Dog from Looney Tunes.
There we go.
Which way did he go, George?
All right. So, let's begin. Last we left you, well, actually, I should introduce myself. Hello, I'm Paul. I run a show called run channels called the Astropub, where I do space and science fiction. I am the GM for this campaign, the resident chaos god. My job is to make sure that the players have interesting, fun experiences and possibly get them killed every so often, because it is the grim darkness of the 41st millennium. So, for those of you, just a quick recap. The crew here has been tasked by an Inquisitor to find 3 Xenos artifacts of incredible power and get them to either destroy them or get them to a contact of the Inquisitor to destroy or contain themselves. So in the past, they have managed upon a Gene Stealer cult uprising, where one of the Gene Stealer, what do they call it? The Gene Stealer Patriarch had managed to get a hold of one of these powerful Xenos artifacts. And then last session, they fought a orc war boss who was juiced up on this said Xenos artifact, barely surviving this one. So now the last artifact has been, they know of its location, thanks to previous information, but it is in a Forge world. It's called Forge World Crixos. I'm sure that it's an actual Forge world. but it's just
Quick sauce.
quick sauce. Quick sauce. Yes, quick sauce. Forge World quick sauce. And on this Forge World, as you're tasked with finding the missing artifact, this missing Xenos artifact. And as you are approaching on board your Valkyrie with Malik, your chauffeur, you get a newspheric kind of request, Omega. Do you access it, or it's basically like wanting you to tap into the news sphere?
Yeah, from the planet.
Yeah.
Can I tell if it's coming from like an actual Adeptus like channel, or is it?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like a very high ranking one.
Mm. Yeah, so then I would accept it, as long basically if it went through the initial scrutiny, then I would accept it.
So as you tap in, you get a flood of information, as is typical with a news sphere, especially since it's been a while since you've been connected to a Forge World. So you get all of this information coming in. But specifically, you're getting information from a Magos. A Magos. Where's your name? Bast. B-A-S-T. Magos Bast. And they are requesting information as to the purpose of your arrival, and are referencing a specific manufactorum which has been isolated. They're basically asking, why are you here? Are you here to deal with this problem?
That is a good question. I feel like he is kind of a Adeptus Mechanicus poster boy, so I feel like they wouldn't lie. I think they would basically say they'd give their own identity, they'd give their own clearance in terms of their level, and I think they would kind of give like a truthful answer as to why they're there, but maybe not the super fine details of it. Basically saying that we're here to retrieve an artifact that, if the belief was that it's in this segregated manufactorum, then they would basically answer in the affirmative that that's what they're there for.
You get a request query for what side effects of the or what are the possible impact of said artifact immedially after saying that.
Mm-hmm. I would probably give like a very quick data download report of the two main creatures we saw, and like the effects that those artifacts had on them compared to normal reports or normal information. Basically saying, oh, this is a gene stealer patriarch. It's supposed to have this type of physiology or this type of capabilities. This is what we observed that was different from the norm. Same with the green skin leader, and kind of just say that ultimately the caveat is it seems to have various uncontrolled effects that seem to magnify power in some way. Typically, so far, has been seen with Xenos, and no information regarding it connected to technology or connected to, like, let's say, like a humanoid.
Okay. It immediately returns back an information thing, about basically an info dump about the manufactorum. And it says effectively, let me pull up my notes here to make sure I have it exactly. There was a manufactorum on the planet that suddenly 6 months ago had some sort of incident, and during that incident, the ability of that manufactorum jumped 23% in efficiency. the Manufactorum was dedicated to making servitors. So something happened that caused a huge output. And 3 months ago, the output increased again to 58%, higher than it usually would. Within about 2 months ago, there's some minor anomalies were spotted inside the Manufactorum. Automated processes which were not being told to complete, but were completing anyways. And about a month ago, a Administratum productivity inspector was sent out to inspect to see what was going on, why it was so efficient, and they disappeared in the Manufactorum. Since then, there have been enforcers who've been sent to block anyone's entrance because they don't know what happened. And every time an enforcer team has attempted to get into the Manufactorum to investigate the disappearance of the productivity inspector, they have been met with combat servitors who have forcibly rejected them. They do not know what is going on with this, so it's been isolated for the last month.
Okay. I basically would do the handshaking of, well, give me all the information you have, let me download it. All the schematics they've seen on the servitors, any of the new ones, the ones that were supposed to be there, the manufacturing capability to try to figure out what we might be getting ourselves into, trying to extrapolate a difference between, what should have been producing versus what is being produced, and trying to do like an extrapolation of like, oh, well, maybe the servitors could reach this level of combat efficiency now, kind of thing, to see if like we're going into something that we can or cannot handle.
Give me a. Let me look through real quickly. Give me a tech check for this. Difficulty 3 for this.
I'm assuming this information is still just known to Omega at the moment, yeah?
Yeah, I'm sure he has.
Oh, 1 on the Wrath, but 4,
Okay.
5, 6, 7.
You get it. Yeah, so you have, let's see.
I'll roll the rest into
2.
Glory.
Yeah, so it's 3, so yeah, you get the 2 into Glory.
Yeah. Because we're starting at nothing, because I used it all to bisect an orc with a plasma generator.
Yes.
But yeah, 1 on the Wrath die.
So you are able to download this information. So you definitely know that there seems to have been you don't know if it's a new pattern or if it's a modified pattern of what are they called? Cataphron battle servitors that have just emerged from this.
Those are the big lads, right?
Yeah, those are the ones with the tank treads. And the
I know the ones. Yeah.
So there seems to be some new pattern that has been out of nowhere, which is what you can tell. But the problem is you can't, based off of your analysis and based off of what you've seen, there is no specifics on what's going on. There seems to be something in your investigation which is blocking access. It's like you're trying to you open up a door to go into a room to search, and you open the door, and the door, you can see for a second that room looks like it's something, and then it just changes to something else. So you're just not like that kind of analogy where like your pathways are going out trying to find more information, but things just seem to be just flicker.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna basically download all of this, or basically monologue all of this to the group, kind of, because it all goes by in a second, So I'm gonna download it into the group and basically let them know like the capabilities of the battle servitors we're facing, the Cataphrons, and basically that we're probably going in hot and gonna experience probably a lot of resistance. Just to kind of like give everyone a heads up.
So Tiberius will be looking at the information data packet that's been delivered on this Vambrace computer and sort of just, well, sorry, cogitator. No, I have computers. And be scrolling through the data, and will sort of have a seriously concerned look on his face before looking up at Omega. You don't have to be a tech priest of the Adeptus Mechanicus to see that a increase of production at this rate is unprecedented. I assume that this is where our artifact is currently hiding.
That would be what my calculations point to. These numbers are rare, even with our great capabilities, especially in such short time. I believe what we are going to be facing might just be designs that we've never experienced before. The sheer capabilities of such mechanical abnormalities could be quite grand.
Tiberius will sort of shrug these enormous pauldrons of his, and before reaching for his helmet and then clasping on with a sort of a hiss of air before just going,
"At the end of the day, servitors are still servitors. They will fall with our combined force."
Yes, they must fall if they impede our progress. These are, of course, verging on the lines of heretic. We shall be vigilant in our swift rebuke of this anathema on the machine spirit.
All right. As you're talking, you get a little comm through the comm bead with his helmet on. Malik goes, I've gotten, the ship just gave me coordinates. I assume that was one of your augmented kind, Megos, as he says. Should I continue? Should I continue towards these coordinates?
Yes.
You hear him sigh through the headset, and reaches over, taps some switches, hits some buttons, and then starts to maneuver over. You go through the cloud layer as you're going into the this. It's like not a cloud layer. As you get closer, it looks like clouds. From a distance, it looks like clouds. As you get close to, it's just a blanket of smog that's covering the entire upper atmosphere. And as you go through, like you can actually hear the sizzle of acid as it's like going down the exterior of the armored Valkyrie. You can see little like streaks, like where the water is, or the rain's hitting the windshield. You see like little streaks, like it's carving into the exterior of the Valkyrie as it goes through the atmosphere. When it comes down towards the surface, you out of the smog emerges this massive spire. Spires all over the place. In the far distance, you see this ash waste, this barren desert. In the distance, as far as the eyes can see, you can see nothing but just pollution and destruction. And as you get closer to this large spire, you see there's a kind of a landing pad where you're able to touch down. And as he touches down, you can hear the engines switch off for a moment, and everything is quiet. And that's what's scary. This huge forge world where this manufactorum going, you should expect nothing but a cacophony of noise. But as you touch down, the air is quiet.
That's extremely alarming. So
yeah.
I think Omega's going to immediately try to open up his mind impulse unit and just be like, "What's going on?" Like, "Hey there, buddy. Everything okay?"
Are you trying to impulse with the manufactorum, the machine spirit?
Basically, there's kind of like any type of I guess it's going to be kind of like a resident expansion, right? See what's immediate, and then slowly build up to bigger and bigger, what he would assume to be larger machine spirits, probably building up the new manufactorum, in the sense that there should be something. So the fact that there's nothing is alarming. So it's step one: is there a machine spirit? Step two, then diagnostic.
Okay.
Bullet's gonna sit there and go, "It's quiet. Too quiet."
Grenade?
Uthar was going to say something similar. He's just going to kind of sniff the air for a second and just clasp his helmet on.
All
I
right, so
recommend that you protect your weak, inferior flesh lungs from the atmosphere that we will be venturing into.
Bull's sad because he has a cigar out. Goes okay, puts on the mask, but then out of nowhere pulls out like this hat that like one of those old like World War I like trench hats, the round ones. Just
Yeah.
puts it on. It looks like it's made out of like shovels from guardsmen.
I imagine you have like this respirator on, but there's
Yeah.
still a cigar in it.
like a hole cut through the cigar.
Yeah,
through
A
the
hole for
cigar.
a cigar
Yeah.
hole.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right, so give me a tech check for this when you're doing this reach out. The difficulty is 4.
Ooh, 9, 10. 10,
I think you may
11.
have passed that.
Yeah,
Yes.
maybe. I'll roll the crit into the pool again.
Into the glory. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, based on what you can tell, the machine spirit seems to be active, but it also is. It's acting odd. It recognizes your rank as Magos. It's recognizing it spits back everything it can. But it's telling you everything is at utmost efficiency. It basically starts spitting out like efficiency data for you, so you can like tell it. But it's saying like everything is fine. This is fine. We're okay here. You know, which is odd because should not match with what you're saying.
Yeah.
In fact, what it does it says is it requests a new influx of servitors. It needs more bodies for servitor construction.
Yes, this is not good. It seems as if it's almost maxed out its production capabilities with the raw resources that it's had, which might mean that we are facing a manufactorum that is fully stocked with completed battle servitors. I think we should try to go in the utmost care, but I fear that combat is inevitable, the fight to the core. The machine spirit itself seems to be unaware of the current situation at hand, as if it was almost not receiving proper information.
What is everyone's...
Tiberius? Sorry,
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just saying, so Tiberius is sort of looking at this panorama of gigantic spires and hive, this just giant, mega forge effectively, and is snapped out of his reverie at the sight at Mega's voice. Before rounding round to talk to him.
That is a unfortunate set of circumstances, though it does explain the lack of sound. One of these manufactorums should never be silent if it has the raw resources. Nonetheless, we need to proceed with caution, as you so suggested, as we have absolutely no idea what we'll find behind these armor-plated walls.
Paul, would I be able to get like a schematic of the manufactorum? Like, do I know like where we're going in? Like, is there only one entrance, or is there like offshoots that we could potentially use?
You could request one, but you're gonna have to give me what is this, like a leadership?
The
maybe?
fellowship or
a fellowship? Yeah, give me a fellowship check.
Hold on. I think because of my advancement, I get something for
Bonuses
or an
with-
influence check.
It's an influence check. Yeah, it'd be a
Yeah.
skills.
So if I'm interacting with the Adeptus Mechanicus because of my advancement at the Megas level, I get a bonus. So I'm up to 10 die instead of my measly 3 because my piss poor fellowship. So
Okay.
my influence should actually be a total of 10. So I get 7 bonus.
So yeah, make sure you do bonus to add your bonus die to
Yeah,
that.
and then I think this is the click for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Okay, so it was going to be 6, so you managed to get 12. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you got 3 more into the glory. So you had max out glory.
Yep.
You get immediate confirmation, and you get schematics. There are 3 levels to this manufactorum. You are currently at the top roof, and there is the landing pad, and there is a roof axis right in front of you. The top level is pull up the map. The top level is prison, repurposing facility, and administratum sanctum. The second floor is vat biomes production, assembly lines, and augmetic fabrication workshops. I'm sorry. The prison, repurposing facility, sanctum, and vat biomass production are all on the same top floor. Then the second floor is assembly lines, augmetic factory, and then worker habitation units. And then the last floor is QA, quality assurance, floor, packaging and shipping, and the power plant. And then there's an exit at the bottom floor. And there are 2 elevators that you know of that run from the top floor all the way to the bottom.
Okay.
One elevator runs from the first and second floor, and the other one runs from the second to the third floor.
Okay. I'm going to tell this to Tiberius and Uthar, since they are far more combat capable and more have more experience in combat scenarios than Omega does. So my main thing would be trying to let them, knowing what we're up against and knowing the schematic, maybe like let them have some kind of like military tactics kind of review or plan to see if like maybe they know the best way in, since they're going to be leading the charge. Kind of see if they can pick out the best way in, because Omega would just be like, well, this is the most efficient way in, straight, you know what I mean, like straight line to where they think they would be.
Okay.
Reviewing the data. Sorry, go on.
Go ahead.
Reviewing the data that's sort of been transmitted to the armor's sort of own personal hollow sphere. I'll sort of scroll through the various floors of the schematics of this plant before effectively I'd like to try and find a route which is quick, but ultimately tries to avoid large areas where there may be large concentrations of enemies. I'd like so think of a strategy which is ultimately a small kill team going in and being as quiet as realistically possible, not to attract the entire attentions potentially of a forge manufactorum.
Okay.
As
So
he's doing that, I'm kind of suggesting any courses through the area that'll favor like the close quarters combat that our team is suited for as well.
okay.
So avoiding any like wide open areas.
I love it. I'm trying to avoid combat. He's trying to get us into combat.
He wants us to get into combat that suits him.
If there's combat, it should suit us, our entire group. Uthar's always ready for war.
Good
Also,
point, well made.
sitting here polishing his shield, which is hopefully was repaired from chunks of metal taken off that space hull, because it was kind of buckled in a little bit from that orc.
Yeah. Okay, so based off of both of them, you have a general idea. When you first go through the roof access, you can take a left, then go straight, and then you can go down, left, right, then another right, then another right, and then another right, and that'll lead you into the offices. That'll get you through the prison into the offices, and then if you go straight, keep going straight down from that direction, you'll run into the vats. The problem about the vats is that the vats you have to go through the vats in order to get access to the other levels, and those vats are wide open. They're like the floor is where they process dead matter into other matter so they can reuse it for other purposes. So there are catwalks you can go, which will make it easier for you to traverse, but that'll be wide open. That spot right there, but at the end of that area, there's a elevator that'll lead you down to the second floor. The second floor will then lead you right into a assembly line. The only way to get through the assembly lines is to actually go through doors, which are designed for servitors construction, which you can do if you have the right access codes and you know which ones are going to go where, depending on where it is. Then there's in the middle of that area, you can find basically a spare parts area. And then the area where the people would be living was fairly small. It's not that bad. But you can easily bypass that to get into. You can bypass all of that to get to the elevator if you need to. Just using walking the assembly lines. And
Is there
last,
sorry,
go ahead. The last one. Go ahead.
Dang it, man.
No,
Do it.
After you.
Go.
Is there any possibility that Omega would be able to tap into the noosphere of this Manufactorum and give us like VIP status so we can just waltz through like we belong there? And fool the AI into believing that we should be there.
There's no AI, but you know what I mean.
Oh, you know what I mean.
Yeah. Possibly.
AI would be very bad.
That would be heretical.
Obviously, heresy.
Machine spirit.
It's machine spirit.
It could be possible, but the problem is that, as Omega has already kind of denoted, that like there's something already wrong with the machine.
There's something already up with it, yeah.
Yeah.
The best I could do would plug in and be like, Omegas, be friendly, and it still may or may not.
Yeah. So
because generally there's usually, because it's usually they're all plugged into basically an overarching network that they all should know rank, so it shouldn't matter. But if it's acting up, it's acting up.
Yeah, all of you should already have access because of your statuses.
Exactly. Yeah.
Plus, also you have the Inquisitorial like backing effectively. If you need to.
Yeah, the get out of jail free card. Just be like, eh.
Yeah.
Just trying to be sneaky.
I get you. I get what you're saying. Where are you, Malik?
The rosette fits into every key lock. Yeah.
Try to be sneaky when there's a giant Bulgarin with you.
Sneaky is in sort of like, hide in plain sight,
Hide in plain sight. Stomp, stomp, stomp.
That'd be
Where
like
are we going, boss?
Yeah, it'd be like Omega trying to go in and be like, I'm a servitor.
You forget the 2 powered armored giants with you.
Don't worry, you'll blend in as guardsmen. That'll be fine.
Yeah, obviously. I'll use some psychic
Very
mastery and
large
I'll be able to just make us all appear as guardsmen.
Skitari, they're fine.
No, we just do, what was the name of the commander that has the ultimate, like, stealth tactic where he can hide a Baneblade behind a street lamp?
Oh, Creed?
Yeah, we just read it.
Yeah. All right. Let me see this real quickly. I'm adding it. So as you're all disembarking and ready to get out, you see that Malik grabs his hotshot volley gun and starts to follow you as well. So he's going to be joining you for this.
Hey, we got our boy Malik with us.
Interesting.
Bull looks at Malco. Do we have meltas?
Don't answer that. I do not give him melters.
Bull melta bomb!
He can barely trust you with the current frag bombs.
I've been good. As he loads up 2 more onto his belt.
He kind of shrugs and goes, "What you see is what you get there, Bull." And he kind of nods and goes, "After you, gentlemen." Or I should say, "After you, my lords." As always, when in his voice, he says "my lord," but it's like sarcastic almost. You know how he is? He doesn't really...
After you.
Tiberius is going to respond in a similarly sarcastic tone.
Thank you, guardsman.
Yeah, it's kind of like Omega's like, if you weren't for an Inquisitor, you would be dead by now.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, everyone give me a good... Let's pull up Alex.
Let's let the meat shields go in first.
Everyone give me... Go ahead.
To say, let's meet more ceramite armor shields.
Yeah, the ceramite shields. I keep on forgetting it, yeah.
What is it called? Everyone give me a awareness. Is it awareness? It should be awareness, right?
I'll say all of the same
awareness.
suite of my same suite of optical patterns.
What does that give you again?
Thermal vision and then movement within 50 meters.
Okay, everyone
movement,
give me,
energy, and all that.
Yeah, everyone give me an awareness check.
I also have an optical mechadendric as fun things. Oh, really? 7, 8, 9. 1 on the wrath.
So waiting on you, Bull. All right, Bull. There we go. There we go.
2 crit
Okay.
fails, 2 crit passes.
So,
Full aware for once.
So you actually got a 9. No, a 10 Omega. Bull got a 4. Tiberius got a 8. And Uthar got a 6, I think.
6.
Yeah. So
Yep.
Omega, all of you, when you get out, you none of you really, sense anything. It just feels off, obviously. But Omega, you realize something is watching, but your sensors aren't picking it up. There is something there, but it is hidden. Even from all of your sensors are not picking up. Like, it's there. You don't know exactly where, but you know it's there. But it's obviously being shrouded from you.
Can I tell if it's mechanical or biological?
It's both.
Okay, the worst answer. Great.
Oh dear. Is there any way I can detect its psychic presence and see if it's betraying itself that way?
Give me a psycho, whatever sense.
Psyniscience.
Science, yeah.
Science.
Whatever it is.
Ooh. Yeah.
Literally nothing. You pick up absolutely nothing on the test. It doesn't seem like null nothing, but it seems like just passive psychic
It's
presence.
very, very dim to non-existent.
Yeah. It's
Right.
It's pretty similar for you wouldn't expect a lot of psychic presence in Forge World, and there's no real psychic presence that you can tell.
If Omega could sweat, he would be sweating.
Mm-hmm.
Putting oil.
Yeah, there you go.
Jesus.
All right, do you want to enter the
Thin
manufacturer?
layer. Yeah, let's do it. We'll basically be
Proceed
following
forward.
the path that you mapped out
Okay.
in terms of based on their analysis. I'm just gonna have my scan up, which is detects energy emissions, motion, and other life forms within 50 meters, regardless of cover.
Okay. So as you open the door, these is huge, massive doors that you these double doors that you push open. As you push them open, you open up and you see 3 servitors in front of you that seem to be just doing the servitor things. They're very rigid and that kind of stuff. But as the doors open, they turn and look at you, and immediately, the 2 of them have these big giant claws on their hands and their arms, and then one of them has its arm replaced with a heavy bolter, and you see them immediately kind of turn to you, and they let out this "Oh! Oh! Oh!" and they come towards you.
Oh, goody.
Shambling
Immune tight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna attempt to communicate with them using binary chatter.
Okay.
So I get +8 when I instruct, program, or question a servitor.
Okay. So it's a difficulty of 10.
Okay, and so this is my tech plus
Yeah.
8.
Tech plus 8.
So for anyone that's curious, I have a 23 die. I'm rolling.
Dice. Yes.
Yeah, 23 dice. Ooh, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Okay. So you can you
Nice
can
job.
command a servitor, right?
It's just whenever I interact with a servitor is what it says. It's +8 when you instruct, program, or question a servitor or similar.
Okay. So you're able to give it some instructions, but the question is, will it respond? So you're able to.
Yeah, I think the very first thing he would do is try to figure out what's their current motive and current programming before they even starts to do anything with it. It's basically just hi, who are you? What are you doing?
Yeah.
What's your purpose?
Simple call and response sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly. He's not even trying to reprogram yet.
So the response is actually vocal, not through the binaric cant. Where as it turns and makes the alarm as you do it, it goes, Defend Manufactorum. Defend Manufactorum. Defend Manufactorum. That's basically what it's saying.
Yeah. So I can kind of get the idea. So he's gonna try to see if he can reprogram them in a sense of basically making them flip sides or like reprogram to be what they should be.
Okay. This is a 16 tech check.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a biggie.
He's got 23 dice.
23 dice.
I mean, it is in his favor.
Yeah.
Okay. Hit the button. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
16 on the dice, on the nose.
Yeah.
All right.
Dude.
Ooh.
Yeah, I needed every single one of those.
Yeah. So
I know.
they immediately, you're just telling them to follow you, like join you, basically.
Basically, yeah, be like, you're not doing that anymore. You're mine now. You're leading me into the Manufactorum instead.
All right. So they immediately go from, you see them as they say that, like to the rest of you, you just see them go, defend Manufactorum, defend Manufactorum. And then immediately they go kind of like limp. After a few seconds, they just kind of go limp and then just start casually walking up to you and then turn like very shamble / robotic as they move from here, move into front of you and then turn.
Be alarmed, they are now reprogrammed to serve the divine purpose once again. They shall be our vanguard as we move forward.
And so they move over here and they start moving to the right as you were programmed, as you were designed.
Yeah, I'm basically telling them to walk slightly ahead of us on the divine path.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you're gonna follow after them?
Yeah, we're gonna follow our mechanical meat shield.
Basically, yeah.
With Bull right behind them, keeping them, making sure.
And as we're doing that, Paul, can I tell if these are using a pattern that is proper or like a known pattern in terms of servitor construction and their abilities and things like that?
Give me another tech check, difficulty 10.
Okay, and I'm assuming this is not communicating, this is analysis, right?
This is analysis,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on the dot.
10 on the dot.
4 crits.
Something is off. Let me fix this for Omega, make sure. Yeah, it just says okay. You recognize something that you haven't seen in a very long time. You haven't seen it since studying like old machine spirits from the heresy. Like the dark mechanicum machine
the original.
spirits.
Yeah.
When Omega was so squishy.
Yes.
Yeah.
When I was in a tank.
Scrap code.
Ooh.
They have scrap code embedded into them.
Do we have sub-vocal communication between the group?
Yeah, you have
microbeads or whatever else.
Yeah, microbeads. Yeah.
Omega's basically going to say to everyone, but he's assuming Bull might understand. But he's basically telling Uthar and Tiberius, if they do anything remotely sideways, end them. Like that. Like just don't even let them have a chance.
Bull is confused by the word sideways. Like,
he's using Technos babble, but yeah, he's basically saying in his own way, if they do anything that is not aligned to the intent or programming, use swift discourse to end them.
Tiberius will not said.
And Uthar already has his pistol out because the minute he saw them, he drew his pistol and was already pointing down, just aiming to end them already before Omega reprogrammed them.
Bull looks and go, what do shiny man mean?
Bull, when I give you the command, destroy those servitors. Until then, do nothing.
Got it,
All right. So as you get to the front, the servitors walk towards this area. What you're seeing here, and I'll show this on the battle maps so you can see it, is
The great inky black of the void.
Yeah. Here we go.
I love how this has very much a Mechanicus feel, like when you're looking at it from the
yeah, technical schematics.
Yeah, like a technical screen versus like the actual.
What you see around you is that whole like area there, that big circle. Those are all like, you see a bunch of Medicae servitors, and you see a guy who's screaming in pain as you turn the corner, as they're just sort of like disassembling him and like reassembling his like head and everything like that. They're pulling out his guts. You can tell right away that they're malfunctioning somehow because they've actually removed his organs before they reinstalled them. So he's going to die.
Yeah.
Not the correct process of turning into a servitor, even though it's not exactly pleasant to begin with.
I was going to say, servitor, creation is not exactly a pleasant process. It's a punishment for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Well, this...
Paul, I'm not sure what happened, but Loken's screen is just the map screen.
Oh,
I got it.
I have turned into a schematic.
He is the Matrix. There it is.
So, as this is happening, you all notice that he's wearing the uniform of a, what are they called? The Judge Dredd guys.
Arbites.
Arbites.
Arbite.
He's wearing the uniform of an Arbites.
Ooh.
Can I recognize this obviously loyal servant of the Emperor's pain and use my psychic power to end his suffering?
Give me a smite.
Beg your pardon?
Smite.
Oh, right, sorry. We never added that to the blasted list, you know?
I'll add it real quick.
Grassy awesome.
I have other creatures that have the smite, so I'll just copy it.
I realized I should have the smite capability, by the way, folks. It wasn't on my list.
Yeah.
I think it's part of the base psychic abilities, right?
Everyone has one.
It's the base one you just not get as a psyker. Just like, cast lightning like Emperor Palpatine.
Yeah.
And then you have the specialties.
It's magic missile, is what it is.
That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, 268. Compel. Evoke plane to flashbang.
I'm putting it up right now. Activation, action, duration, instant, range 35 meters, multi, yes. Okay. So yeah. Feel free to just do the action little black dice right there.
Did I succeed? What?
Try it again. One more time.
Targets defense.
Let me see why. Because it's rolling. It's acting like it's not rolling anything.
Yeah, because it should just be a standard psych test with the DN being the defense of the person.
Yeah. It's weird that it's not doing it.
Smite is having some stage fright right now. Please stand by.
Yeah.
It's not a game. There's at least one technical difficulty.
No, it's not coming up at all. It should be. Yeah, everything should be set up properly. Psychic mastery test. All right, so just do a psychic mastery test.
Yeah.
Under your abilities or skills. Under skills.
Okay, give me 2 seconds. Psychic mastery. Yeah. Bang.
A little roll. Boom.
4, 5, 6.
Okay.
But 1 on the crit. Yeah.
So there's 1 on the crit. So what you do is you definitely beat his defense. You manage to kill him, but instead of being subtle about it, you just slip just a little bit. So instead of his body is like you just kind of like a quick death, and he's still a quick death, but instead of like a quick like seam death, his entire body explodes.
Jeez.
Oh, God.
It just chunks everywhere, and as the chunks rain down on these other servitors here,
Chunky salsa, yeah.
Who weren't really paying attention to you because they were just paying attention to these servitors, and now they are alerted and are going to move towards you.
Well,
Tiberius is going to smoothly sidestep this gore fountain so none of it gets on his beautiful, immaculate cream robes before going.
Might need to tone down the power a little bit. Sorry about that.
I like the idea that it sprays Bull or Malik.
Yeah.
Bull kind of just stands in front of Malik and makes sure it doesn't hit him because Malik is his friend. Just
All you hear from
Bounce off the shield.
All
All
right.
you hear from Uthar as this happens is just, by the Allfather!
All right.
What? It doesn't usually happen like this. I just slipped.
Slip!
I swear,
Sorry,
it doesn't. It's not like this.
never happened
I
before.
was really excited. I had too much to drink.
You slip, you fall downstairs. You don't make someone explode, Tiberius.
I'm a Sicor. What do you expect?
It's my allergy. Sorry, I sneezed.
I swear this never happens to me.
All right. Who wants to go first?
Point of question before
Yeah.
we do. Are the servitors that I commanded to basically be our vanguard, are they, do I have to tell them again to attack, or are they automatically gonna treat
have
the
to-
new ones as...
As a free action, you'd have to tell them to attack.
Got it. Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. So yeah, whoever wants to go can go.
Alright, shall I draw first?
Oh,
I know you're itching to charge in there, so go for
he's
it.
itching. The Space
No,
Wolf
he's gonna.
needs his skills.
He's actually gonna shoot them instead of charge in.
My God, you're going to use your ranged weapon for a change?
I'm actually gonna use my ranged weapon for a
What
change.
is going
I think
on?
the
Who
blood
are
fountain
you?
probably got rid of his need for being up close and personal.
Did the orc slightly put you in your place, sir?
Oh, that is true. Doesn't he have
His
doesn't he have
pride
like,
is
like
heavily damaged.
doesn't he have like a plate right here?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure I've got a steel plate on my gut right now.
Oh, on your stomach, yeah, because it's the
Well,
stomach.
before
wound.
we were
Reminder, just
leaving,
thermite.
before we left that Hulk, just Omega had Bull go pull a bunch of metal off the ship to repair things.
He has a
welded
twitch.
it on.
He actually
Yeah.
has a twitch. So every time someone touches his stomach, his knee will twitch or something like that.
Yeah.
Or his
I like the
body will
idea that we
twitch.
just welded the
something.
We
Yeah.
took a metal plate and welded it to the ceramite.
to keep the pressure going.
Yeah, just
You cannot remove your armor.
Congratulations, you're now Gilman.
All right.
Okay, so
Give me.
I'm gonna hit.
So this one here
This one
has
right there.
yeah, that one has a gun, and the other one has a claw. So this one has the heavy
Alright, so
bolter.
I'm gonna deal with the one that has a gun first.
All right. Complication. You're gonna have to
I
reload.
do like a complication.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Free action. You only have, I think, 3 magazines on you. So.
Yeah. I had to use a bolt pistol at least once during the campaign.
Yes.
I thought it was just a decoration.
All
No,
right.
that's the patriarch skull on my hip.
You definitely hit him. Plus you also got a bunch of bonuses. So, but we already have max glory. So I'm assuming you want to move that over into damage.
Yeah, we'll move that over to damage.
All right. Roll me. So what's the base DR is what? Or the
Base
total DR?
on the total DR on the heavy bolt pistol is 12.
Okay. Roll me the bonus damage. So you have 1 bonus damage plus.
Yeah. Your ED.
All right. So 13.
Yep.
Your bolt pistol it shoots into the servitor, and it just its cavity it hits right in the chest, and its top half and bottom half separate from the shot, and it just poof, and the top half goes flying into the roof, smacks onto the roof in the bloody smear, and then just falls behind it. It's just
All I'm gonna
instantly dead.
Tiberius is just going to come in with the comms and say,
And you complain about my capabilities.
Yeah.
He's
All
just
right.
gonna kind of do the whole cowboy spin on his pistol and just holster it again.
Please
Instead of
minimize
reloading.
collateral damage.
All right, so let me see. Its speed is 5, so it's not going to be able to. Well, it's going to charge. It's going to try to charge because it's not going after those. It's going to go across the medical.
I was gonna go this way.
Yeah, because it can do that and charge. I guess. I guess that's Tiberius. It'll be on Tiberius.
Yeah.
So it's gonna go up with its type with Tiberius and where are you, combat servitor? There you are.
They're not known for being bright.
No.
Doesn't
It's
really
going.
go over move through.
It's going to attack. Does that beat your defense? Does Ford beat your defense?
It does by 1.
Okay.
3 defense standard.
All right. So see its damage. So okay. So its damage is 14. AP minus 3. So you take 3 off of your resistance, your resilience. Your resilience is like 12, right?
Yes, it is.
15
So it's
with me nearby.
It's 15. You're nearby.
Mine.
Yeah. So it reduces by 3. So 3.
12.
That's 12 is your resilience, and it has a 14 on the die, I believe. So 2 damage. You can use shock you can kind of like soak it up into shock if you want to. You just need to do a what they're called, a determination roll, or basically.
Yeah, I will soak that into shock, please. So
Yep.
determination roll.
Yep.
Better.
You get 2. You got 3. You're good.
Excellent.
So now you lose 2 shock.
Okay,
But-
so we're down to 7 shock. Cool.
Yeah. It kind of quickly, it just like jerkily charges towards you with its claw and just like smacks down on your ceramite. It bounces off the ceramite, but it's still kind of in front of you. Now, who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
Yeah, it seems about right.
I am rather annoyed that this servitor has decided to try and scratch my perfect ceramite. I was just repainted after the last mission spell. Just repainted. So with that, I shall engage with thine force axe. Right, so you're going to need an attack roll, I believe.
Yep. Oh, glorious. Mwah. You already have maximum glory, so I'm assuming you want to move both of those
Damage.
into damage.
Damage.
What
Yeah.
servitor?
All right. Give me a damage roll, whatever the DR would be. So it's 2 additional dice for your DR.
Okay, hang on. Two additional dice?
Yeah. Because you got 2 additional on top of your normal
Oh,
ones.
right, yes, sorry.
Yeah.
Oof. There we go.
Oof. Oof. That's additional 5 damage. So your base DR is like 23, right?
26.
26. So
Come on, Pierce.
31.
Again, what
You-
servitor?
You did it again. Oops, I did it again. You hit it with your force axe, and it just it explodes into vapor. Like the force, your psychic power gets channeled through your axe, and as you hit it, it just poofs. Not like bloody salsa everywhere, but like just ash. It turns
Miss.
it turns into into the consistency of a rubric marine. It's just dust.
I feel like it's like the scene from the second Suicide Squad, where they're just like competing on how to brutalize someone.
Yes.
Oh God! Right. Well, I mean, it's literally turned into nothing but dust, and all I'm going to do is just. So I'm going to be a bit surprised at myself. that was overkill, even by my standards.
Can you attempt to leave enough to salvage?
You wish to salvage the remains of heretic mechanisms? Magos, you do yourself no credit. I have purged it for you. It is now nothing but dust.
There are useful raw resources.
All right. With that, as you're discussing this, out of the ceiling drops this
That's good.
4. It's a creature that looks like it's made out of metal, but all its arms and legs are like it's got like a torso, but its arms and legs are about the same length. it's like a tiny torso and these four long things, and the arms have been turned into swords, and it's got a tail which is whipping around. It's all made out of metal. You know exactly what this is, Omega, which is it's a rust stalker.
What is a rust stalker? I've never heard of one of those before.
They're Mechanicus assassins.
Oh,
Oh.
Fun!
Oh boy.
They're infiltrating assassins. They're made mostly of metal, and immediately, Omega, you get a message just forcibly in binaric at you, which is make it stop. Make it stop, as it goes after Tiberius.
Yeah, I think it's about right.
Why is it always me?
because you're in front.
Because I'm the Ultramarine, that's why, isn't it? Yeah, I know you're biased.
Murphy.
You don't have the space puppy up front.
The shield wall isn't in front.
Where are you? There you are. Boop. Boop. All right, it's gonna go Transonic Blade.
That roll didn't work, did it?
How did it? What the heck is going on? Why is it rolling negative ones?
I have no
It
idea.
shouldn't be rolling negative at all.
Yeah.
The chatliness of Tiberius is so intense, it's just causing you to roll nothing.
Okay, I'm gonna roll
Okay.
its regular attacks then, and then I'll add the bonuses and stuff like that, because that's really what it needs. Oh, that's why. Because I didn't do skill, weapon skill. Yeah. Does nothing to you though. But it is going to make another attack, because it can do another one, and this is going to be a -1 for its difficulty, or it increases 1 to the difficulty. So that is 2, 3. So that hits, and it crits. So let me see what actually the whole thing is. Sure. Fine. There's a cool little thing I can do here. All right. Which one is your leg? Is augmetic an augmetic, right?
Oh, hang on. My mouse is not working. Give me 2 seconds. Right, sorry. I do believe I have augmetic legs, yes. Let me double check though, because it's in my list. Yes, I have augmetic legs.
All right. So your legs seize up as at first its blade comes by and you manage to like dodge out of the way pretty quickly, but then its tail comes up and just like grabs onto your augmetic legs, and then you see it twist a little bit, like just a couple of back and forth, and then retracts. And so it does some damage, but also your augmetic legs are now restrained. You cannot move.
Fantastic.
6. So for 6 minutes. Or someone can try to do a tech check and repair it.
Omega!
Hey, I wonder who that is. Bull, tech check.
Brother, I have been here.
Yeah.
Concussive maintenance.
It might work. So the actual The actual damage for this is nothing. Just there's no AP minus to this, but you gain 1 shock automatically.
Oh.
So you know 1 more shock.
Yep.
Onto you, and then nothing. So it doesn't get through your DR though. It's 10 on the DR. So
that's fair enough. So the way I see it is, you know, this stalker has come down. I've managed to, you know, with my usual fluidity, parry the first blow before I just suddenly seize up and I just cannot move. And I just call out to Omega.
Brother, I am pinned here.
Brother, I am pinned here. The damnable thing has got my orbetic leg.
All right, now it's up. One of y'all's up. So it's been. So it's either Malik, Bull, or Omega.
Bull would like to do concussive maintenance on the Rust Stalker.
Okay.
I actually thought you were going to say you're going to try to help Tiberius.
I was about to go,
Yes,
no, Bull, not me.
Bull's going to help Tiberius with concussive maintenance. Here, I fix! Smash, smash, smash.
Ow,
Grabs the leg and just pulls.
Bull's going to concussive maintenance Rust Stalker.
Do it.
Please, because of maintenance.
You hit it?
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with a crit. Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely hit it. Its defense is 5, so.
Can we make it 3 for 3 with explosive death?
Well, let's
Single
find
hit
out.
explosive death.
Anything and everything's going into damage if I have any.
Well, you also get a free roll in the crit table.
Yeah, because you gotta roll on the crit table. So roll the crit table.
Yeah.
2d6.
2d6?
Yeah, R2d6.
Yeah, slash R2d6.
And then I'll look at the crit table up here.
Yeah, it's in the chat.
Oh, by the way,
65.
Paul, by the way, I noticed that the roll table, the screen, is a little bit cutting off a little bit of the numbers. It's a little bit.
Yeah, let me fix it real quick.
It's a little low.
Paul, you're gonna laugh when you see what he just rolled.
Oh my god.
His crit.
Is it the explosive one?
Appalling
detonation!
Yes!
Everyone gets explodified.
And then I'll just do that just to see for bonus stuff.
A chain of explosions tears their body apart in a grisly red mist.
So target.
It's plasma reactor.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. If the target carried any explosives, they detonate.
Yes. So for every glory you spend, you can also choose the following effects. Critical hit affects additional target within 10 meters, or all targets suffer 1 wound. Target suffers 1d6 if the target's carried an explosive. Okay, so it doesn't do anything to y'all, but give me, so you roll 1d6 wounds, Bull. So roll 1d6, and then tell me how many DR you have for that attack. So five wounds automatically, and then...
DR is 20 plus ED4 and then whatever. Or how
you already
top.
rolled that, so you have an additional one. So
Yeah.
21 plus... So you have 21...
26?
Yeah, 26 would be the total damage. And then it... Alright, let me do termination. It soaks 4 to that.
Even when Bull isn't using bombs, he still manages to make things explode.
Blaze eye.
He says, make it stop, and Bull's like, okay, bonk.
Bonk.
Because of maintenance.
Alright. Trying to think of exactly. It's 3, 4. So 4 down. Yeah. All right. And then it also has...
Well, somehow secretly a Sicor, but doesn't know it, and is too
Yeah.
dumb to actually do anything.
All right.
Not no.
Here's the thing. It's its turn. And
It's still standing?
yeah. What happens is
Damn.
you smash into its leg, and it kind of it manages to like tilt one of its arms to kind of like keep itself upright. So you've just destroyed its leg. Its leg is gone. But let's see. It has 2, 4, 6, 10, 11, 12. So everyone give me an awareness test of you have to beat a 12.
Gladly. A 12, I have exactly 12 dice. Would my war gear, which detects motion, energy, and all that within 50 meters, come into this?
No, unfortunately.
Okay.
Because of the abilities of this thing.
6,
That's pretty
7,
6.
8, 9, 10, 11. Oh. I'm going to spend... Can I spend a glory to reroll one of my failures?
Yes, you can.
Ha! 1d6. My personal pool. Damn it!
Nope.
Damn.
All right.
So close.
So it disappears. It leaps into like the inky blackness of the the ceiling you could barely see, and then it just sort of like scuttles and moves, and you just disappears from your sight as it runs away.
That's disturbing.
Yeah.
That's disturbing as hell.
It's just on the roof as it's clenched. Yeah.
They're in the walls.
That's
If I ever find which Magos designed this pattern of servitor, I swear I will tear his head off.
Call somewhere in the distance. Why do I feel like I'm being threatened?
I wanted my own creations.
Someone at a desk somewhere, his head just pops.
Do you want to continue on that path you were originally planning?
Yes, we do.
I think so, but I'll spend the round to base or whatever we're doing narratively to try to fix Tiberius.
Okay, yeah, give me
Please do.
Give me it's a tech check of DN3.
Is this technically repairing automation or like mechanics?
Yeah, it is.
Because if it does, then my tech check goes up to a 23.
Yeah, do it.
Use all of your mechanical might. Get my legs working, damn it.
Yeah, it goes up to +8.
Bull wants to help, but knows better.
You're good.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
You're back to working. So.
I'm also going to tell...
Absolutely, brother.
I'm going to tell this servitors in binary, basically, if anything comes in that is remotely violent, just be immediate in your response.
Okay.
Like, yeah. So I don't have to like do it in rounds for the sake of this.
Yeah. All right. So you'll continue down your path down this direction. I'm gonna unlock reveal the area for you real quick. Boom. Boom.
Optical mechadendrite always going to see if he picks up the rust servitor.
Okay.
Rust stalker.
And this is what you see. That is a giant giant office in this area right here. So it's actually elevated, that area. Like you see, it looks like a little pit underneath it, and like those are all like Cogitators, yeah. Cogitators, thank you. Yeah. And then in the center of this area is a server skull that's just hovering.
Does it seem like it's actively carrying out a process, or like can I tell just from looking at it? Is it like meant to be doing a function?
Yeah, it's a archivist sort of thing. It's maintaining archives and sorting everything. This is the administratum offices.
Can I try quickly to basically communicate with it to see if it can give me kind of like a listing or a dialogue of what happened in the past 6 months?
Yeah. give me a tech check, and I will let you know.
I'll use, because it's binary, I get my bonus. Right. You get bonus.
You beat boop those beat boops.
Boop. Yep.
Uh,
14, 15, 16,
you're
17,
fine.
18, 19.
So you're able to. What you've discovered from this is that the volume of prisoners of this that have processed this in this facility have been massively increasing over the last 2.5 years. There are countless productivity reports which seem to reflect great pressure from the Administratum to increase servitor output. And according to the records, there are 400 active servitors within the Manufactorum.
Goody.
Easy. Easy.
And you're able to get another map of the Manufactorum. So.
Okay. That's good. I will casually drop that number to the group and just be like, oh yeah, by the way, this is the number of forces we're facing.
Well, Bull just on both his hands can't go. I can't count any higher. I ran out of have fingers and toes. Is that more than? Is that more than this many? And holds up his hand with just like 5 fingers.
It's just a simple. I don't even think. Maybe at this point, Omega's getting used to him, where he just like nods or just like yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uthar just looks at Tiberius like, nothing two Astartes can't handle.
I'm gonna look around at him, not being quite as prideful. I'm just going to say,
If you say so, brother.
That's a lot of servitors.
Oh, Paul, would I know based on the schematics if there's anything within the Manufactorum that I potentially could use to our advantage, such as automated defenses, shut off like doors or bulkheads or things like that? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's basically as we're going through, just kind of like, okay, we're moving into a new area, shut up all possible exits and ingress so that we don't get overrun, move the next area, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, as long as you can find a cognigator.
Cogitator.
I can't say the word.
40k computer.
Cogitator. Thank you.
Cogitator,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, buddy.
Cogitator. There you go. So as long as you can find a cogitator that has direct
Okay.
access, you cannot do remote access.
Okay,
So
that's fair.
So you come to this area, the door opens. You also definitely know that there may be some gear, some nice gear or some trinkets in this area as well. Somewhere on the second floor in the area where they keep a lot of the like supplies for stalking stuff. So because remember this upper area is like where they process them, where they finally like they take prisoners and they turn them into servitors, and then the beginning process, and then they take them down to the next floor where they actually equip them and set them up for their proper roles, and then they leave the last areas where they kind of test them and see if they work properly. They send them out. So
Okay.
all right, so you want to keep going?
Onward. Yeah,
All right.
onward.
onward.
They walk out. These walk out here and immediately start moving into combat mode. You get notices that they're moving into combat mode, and I'm going to reveal the area for you.
Also, bot bashing in chat in case if there's not a mod.
Oh, got him.
Smash him with the wrath of the Emperor.
Air attack.
Attack, it is not blessed by the Omnisire.
See, the scrap code's getting into the stream.
There we go. There we go.
Oh my! That's
Oh, hello.
quite hello.
No.
Oh boy.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
What you see before you is a whole lot of servitors and 2 loader Ogrins.
Oh no!
Brothers?
No, not brothers.
Fool immediately drops his shield and starts running up to hug them.
All right, it's up to you, or you want to set up if you want to stay in the room or you want to move, because they haven't the servitors are already been moving into combat. So
Are they standing on catwalks? Is that what
yes,
those are?
they moved up to
Okay.
the catwalks.
Ooh, on the catwalk.
Yeah, I'll put them in the right
Oh, boy.
places. So if you go out anywhere when you're on here, if you go anywhere other than the catwalk, then you will suffer a -2 movement speed because the whole area is slick with like goo. It's drippings with goos.
Goo.
Yeah,
Fun.
it's like a probably about a almost knee height like slurry of biomatter.
Oh, delightful.
Yeah.
Knee-high human-wise or knee-high like space marine?
Average
high?
human. So like for y'all, it's like your ankles.
Still
Okay,
disgusting.
Sarah,
It's all over
shield.
my armor.
Yeah.
Assume your position on wherever where is. I guess in this area.
Bull pulls out a power wash, starts washing.
Where do you want to?
Put myself there.
Okay.
Set up right about here. I'm also going to use my free action to reload my heavy bolt pistol.
Okay. Yeah.
Bull
Pull out the axe as well.
Okay. So, who wants to go first?
Don't all shout out at once.
Yeah, you can roll for it if you want.
If not, then I'll have the servitors go first.
Space
Uthar
Wolf,
will
you go first.
Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay.
I'm going to use my jump pack and see if I can. So what is
Pilots.
this area over here? If that's
That's a raised area. It's that's like a
raised
waste
area?
processing area. Yeah.
okay. I'm gonna try and jump from my position over to there
Okay.
because I don't want to end up in the goo with the loader ogrons and be
Is the
limited.
goo flammable?
It's possibly. Let me double check.
That was my
Oh.
other worry. That's why I didn't jump into the goo.
Is
Cause I do like fire. I like the fire.
Bull drops his cigar and it slowly drifts down.
no. Bull's still wearing the mask, so he doesn't have the cigar. Even though he has the slot for it, he doesn't have the lit cigar.
Okay. Never mind. This is not knee height. This is it's up to the chest of these ogrons.
Oh.
Holy moly.
Oh.
Okay.
You would be basically under. It's that deep. Is this whole area? So
Yeah. Maybe if it is combustible, maybe we shouldn't explode it all at once.
Bull
Probably not.
Bull is curious if the two ogrons are like okay.
it's
No.
it's
They're not.
it's a foul-smelling liquid biomass that crackles with electric charge.
Oh.
So if you fall into it, you will get electrocuted.
Good.
That's what you needed.
Okay?
That's what you needed.
I was gonna say he says as he rolled a 3 on his piloting.
He needed 3. That's all he needed.
So I'll just land right here on the edge of the platform.
Okay.
And I still have another action, right?
Yeah, you still have an action.
OSHA rated.
Yep. I'm gonna shoot the servitor that's right in front of me. I kind of land
this
and
one?
just draw, shoot. Yeah, that one.
Okay, let me move the screen over so they can see. So this one right here. Yeah. All right. Give me the action. You do it. Roll me some. What's the damage? Base DR.
Base DR is 12.
Okay. Roll me the additional damage because you got an additional 2 damage you can roll. So
Mm-hmm.
on top of your normal DR. So 14. You blow its arm off, and like you land and you fire, and as you fire it, it blows a hole again through its upper cavity. Its arm falls off. The rest of its body kind of peels open, and like a banana, as like blood and guts and certain mechanical parts just kind of fall around you. It's just dead instantly.
We all have the bloody mess perk today.
Yes.
We really
Apparently.
do. I think that Tiberius and Uthar are just in competition with one another at this point.
All right, now it's their turn. This one is going to go straight up at you and attack you. The combat servitor attack. That hits you. I think that's 2, 4, 5, 6. That beats your defense.
That'll hit.
Yeah, 6. That's 6 defense is a 4. So yeah, that beats my defense.
So no additional. So base DR is 13. So it's 1 over your resistance. So one would go through unless you want to do a shock value. So you either take a wound or you want to soak it up for shock.
For shock right now.
All right, determination.
Termination roll.
Yeah, you're good. So you now have
Yep,
one less
I'm
shock.
good.
All right, one of you all are up.
Bull is going to just slowly walk over. I need to figure out where I'm trying to run it back. All right. And then how does make? Oh, there we go.
Because these loader Ogrins are they bigger or the same size as Bull?
They're bigger.
They're bigger, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Bull has.
These are like the Ogrins that would be you find in like what's it called?
B6.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it.
They
The
big boys.
the famous one that has its own game system, Necromunda, like
Necromunda, yeah.
like those Necromunda boys.
Yeah. Bull,
The ones-
Bull stand there and kind of just like yells to him.
You can charge.
Hey, mate. No, Bull can't charge because of shield.
Oh yeah, cause shield.
Yeah. I'd have to put that. But Bull pulls out his grenade gauntlet instead. Puts like the maul away and has a
Oh,
grenade
yeah.
gauntlet.
Okay.
And
Of
it's
course
like,
he does.
Oi! You good? at the ones down there, just like seeing if they're like, they good, like are they okay, and or if they're hostile.
All you hear is the dial-up sound, but from back the old dial-up in there. That's what you're hearing.
So Necrons.
Oh god.
So they're speaking in Necron.
Yeah, effectively.
He's gonna ignore that and just shoot this guy over as soon as I can figure out how to make the flashy bit. That one.
That one. Go for it.
Yeah.
You have a gun.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
picked one up from the guardsman, from the Gene Stealer.
Yeah.
Place.
I
I
just
see.
didn't have a use for it last mission, so
Yeah.
that's just like
I'm surprised his hand can like use. I guess no, it could use it.
the grenade gauntlets.
It's
are
a
used
grenade
for that
gauntlet.
specifically.
Yeah.
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 And he shoots that one, which is in his short range.
So +1 to your hits.
+1 die, yeah.
Okay.
Huh.
Make sure
What?
that make sure that attack has a skill attribute score. It should say ballistic AG. Then try it again.
Oh yeah, there we go. I'm gonna go click button.
So 3. That's all you needed. What's the damage?
Also
DR11
crit.
ED 1.
Roll me the ED. Oh, and a crit. And give me the crit.
So that would be damage bonus dice 1.
Yes. Bonus dice 1, and plus you also have, okay. Then roll me the 2d6 for the crit table. 12.
12.
Headshot. Roll 1d3. 2 more damage. All right. So your grenade goes directly into the head of this servitor, directly on it. As it impacts the head of the servitor, its entire upper torso explodes, and it just throws it into the goo, and just disappears into the goo.
You just everybody in the room just hears Bull. I got 2.
Tiberius quietly just double checks the psychic levels of Bull here. See if he's truly guided by the Emperor. As he cannot believe this Bullgrin has not only landed a shot, but done it so accurately as to blow the head off this thing.
Emperor works in mysterious ways.
The
Emperor
shiny
does
golden guy.
All right, so the Bullgrin is going to, this one right here, is going to run up to hug. It's going to try to get you into a grapple.
You can try.
I mean, it can.
Until Bullgrins go at it with one another. Oh dear.
Ogren mud wrestling.
No one wants to see that.
It's going to try to
You know what? There's something for everyone.
All right, so roll a strength check. I'm going to roll it first. You got opposed strength checks. Are we matched?
We match.
Oh my.
Wow.
So he does not grapple you, but he tries to grab your shield and he's like, or I'm sorry, as he's trying to grab you and pull you into the goo, and you're able to just beat it back a little bit. So he's not on there. Now it's up to another one of y'all.
Tiberius?
That's okay.
You know good.
Yes, I shall go next. Right. First off, let me just double check how far things are. Oh, wait. Oh my, everything's in range. Oh, glorious. Right, Tiberius is going to stay right where he is, as he's a bit sick of things trying to hit him at close range, and instead is going to use Molten Beam. Now, who shall be the target of my eye? Will be the loader Ogryn that is currently trying to get into a grappling war with Bullgrin. Right, so where's my pals? Molten Beam, here it is. Hadushki.
It's on his defense, right? So you definitely beat him.
Yes, it is. It's defense.
His defense is 0. So, yeah.
Okay. So it's base damage is 18 plus 2 ED. Might set targets on fire too. So
roll the 2 ED. And then
that's the damage roll, isn't it?
Yeah, there's the damage roll. Plus 2. Okay. So what was the base? The base damage is 12?
18.
18. 19. So 19 damage. Yeah, it's fine. He's still you melt his chest is all you can see, and after you raise your hand with the melta bolt, and out of your hand emerges a bolt of magma, and then Bull, you see this thing try to grab at your shield, and as you pull it away, you kind of you pull the shield away, you kind of look away for a minute, and you look back, and it's just gone. It's like the entire top half of it is just disappeared. So the rest of its body is gone into the slurry. It just looks like it just completely disappeared in front of you.
Bull looks at Cecil, goes, "Did that do for you now? Or is that 3?
Oh dearie me.
Bull is keeping count now.
Bull's currently going to demonstrate his mathematic capabilities. Keeping count.
Yeah, not good.
Tiberius is going to say a word. Is just simply going to be focused on the combat at this point.
Heavy bolter attacking Uthar. Hits.
Ooh.
Uh,
Ooh,
4
4.
plus 12, so 16 AP minus 1, so you have 5 to soak. What's your shock?
Ooh. Shock is... My shock's at 8 right now.
Okay, so yeah, you can definitely soak the 5 if you need to. But if you don't soak
Yeah.
them, then you will take take damage, and when you take a wound, it just means you have -1, or it increases all the difficulty by 1 for everything you're doing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and determination those. I'm gonna try and soak them.
Do it. All right, so you only got 1. So that means
Oof.
that still 5 wounds go through.
Oh, okay.
Heavy bolters
Ooh.
are no joke.
Yeah, it was this one right here that just kind of just goes
All right.
and just like it bounces off of your like it penetrates through your armor as you're there.
All right, I'm at 9 out of 14 wounds. This is perfectly acceptable for a space wolf.
Just merely the opening the opening play. You're all good.
All right, the Malik is going to take a shot at the other Bullgrin. Oh yeah, it's within short range. So Malik is going to Malik. Pulls out his hot shot volley gun. He hits. +1 to the damage. This is AP -2. So an additional 1 damage, so a total of 7 damage on the Bullgrin. He manages to soak up 4.
Lohgrifson take damage.
All right. There we go. Fix it. All right. Now it's one of their turns. Another bolter is going to shoot into you one more time. One more time. Into
Oh, no.
Uthar. And he hits his friend instead. And his friend is dead. So the one, he just blows him apart with bolter fire.
Oh dearie me.
Now it's
count as a-
Omega. You're up if you want to go.
Yeah, I'll go. I'm gonna tell the servitors to basically move in and try to give Uthar as much support as possible. Because
Yeah.
they like to overextend. So, also question: does the big loader Bullgrin by any chance do they count as a vehicle?
No.
Damn. Okay, that's fine. From that point, then I'm not gonna do what I was gonna do. They are still within my short range of 12. So, what's gonna happen? So I'm gonna take my arc rifle and yeah, I'm gonna take my arc rifle and see if I can shoot the big loader. So that's
Do it.
+1 on because I get bonus dice, and then yeah. Nope.
You hit it still?
2, 3, 4 with a crit or
With a
crit failure.
With crit failure. So you'll have to reload after this. So
That's
Would-
fine.
it's a free action, and which you probably have like 3 magazines for it. So it just means that you have
Yeah, because it's a plasma rifle technically.
yeah.
Yeah.
What's
So
its
that
salvo
hits-
rating?
Salvo's 2.
Yeah. So you have 1 more. Whatever your salvo is how many like magazines you have, basically.
Got it.
So you
Okay.
have 1.
So it's 14 base, but it's plus 1 ED, and then since it's also a rapid fire weapon, which I haven't been doing, I get another plus 1, so I get 2 ED. to
Roll
roll.
ED.
So this one, there's that one.
All right. You blow him into tiny little chunks. Plasma just rips a part of him, and he's dead. So.
Okay. With them being dead, I'm going to use a simple action to magneto my way. Oh, where do I want to go? I want to magneto my way to kind of be in support of Uthar here. Because with my range, I can technically fly anywhere, everywhere, and that's the problem. It's like so many choices. Are these steps going down, or is this more catwalk?
It's more catwalk.
Okay, I'm going to land close to Uthar. I'm basically going to land like over here.
Okay.
All right.
I'm magneto my way over.
All right. It is now their turn. One of them is going to move up here, and then bolter you, Omega.
Yep. Trying to give him some support.
Yeah.
Shitty
And
defense,
bolter.
but a decent amount of resilience.
That
That hits.
3? Okay.
Yeah, my defense is
and
only 2.
And a crit, so I'll have to roll on the crit table. So that's total of 14 damage.
Any
AP
pen?
minus 1.
AP minus 1. So 14, 8. So I have 6 I have to soak.
Mm-hmm.
And then the crit table.
Yeah, 2
Yeah, do the crit table.
54. Which is... $54 is Crimson Ash. The attack sears into the foe, fusing flesh with charred ruin. Suffers 1d3 wounds and is on fire. So you're also on fire.
Woo!
Oh,
Oh my lord.
That's good.
So additional 2 damage.
Wounds.
So 2 more wounds. So you have soak 8.
There's 18. Yeah, so I have to soak 8. I only have 4, so we'll see what happens. I'm taking wounds no matter what.
Yeah.
3, 4.
4.
That's 4, so
yeah.
I suffer 4 wounds.
You suffer 4 wounds and you're on fire.
Yay!
all those Magos robes are biting you in the butt now.
Yeah. It's this stupid flammable fabric.
The robes and the holy oils.
Now I think it's the servitor's turn, because that's it. And then we're probably at the top of the round.
So I'm just gonna move them all at the same time. They're gonna move, and like double move to get closer, and he's gonna shoot the other one. He's shoot the one right across from him. The gun servitor is. He shoots. He hits. He obliterates him. Heavy bolters are no joke.
They really
All right, now top of the round. Who wants to go first? Do you want to go again, Uthar?
I'll go again. Yeah, I'm gonna charge into these guys with my frost axe. So these two. Immediately try and take care of this guy with the frost axe. So let me swing.
You hit. Roll me some damage.
All right.
You cleave him in twain, and he falls apart in pieces. They're servitors, you know. They're not.
Yeah, they're easy.
They're not difficult to kill. They're just like a lot of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to seize the initiative and go again? You can spend a glory. Someone else can. You can spend a glory, and someone else in your crew can go again.
Do you mind, guys?
Go for it.
All right. I'm gonna go again. I'm gonna shoot this one right in front of me
Do it.
with the bolt pistol.
You do it. Roll me some the extra damage, and a crit table. 2d6. So 14.
Yep.
14 is headshot.
Ooh, very nice.
So you charge in, hit cleave this thing in two. I'll just say you bisect it. You take your axe down, you cleave it in two, and then you stick your gun through the bisected as it's falling apart. Fire and blow the head off of the other one as it falls backwards into the goo.
See, he's sufficiently motivated now. Look at him slaying everything.
Slaying everything like a proper space wolf.
And
There
then
he is in his element.
And then there's one more. It's the last one's up. It's going to take a shot at you. It hits. Damage. 1 additional, so a total of 13 damage.
Ooh.
So you have any more shock? You have shock. You can still soak it up to a shock.
Yeah, I still got shock. I still got
Yeah.
plenty of shock left, so I'm gonna determination that.
You're good. So you soak that up into shock. So lose 1 more shock.
All right.
Now it's y'all's turn.
Bull would like to go again.
Bull may go again.
Is Bull gonna shoot another grenade?
Bull is going to shoot another grenade
Oh no.
at the last remaining one.
Paul, quick question. So
Yeah.
if my determination roll I got a 4, does that mean I take 4 stress and the 4 wounds, or is it just?
Yeah. It's as long as you're
Okay.
you whatever's left over, you have to take as wounds. But yeah, you do
Got
take
it,
4
got it.
stress.
Yep. Okay.
So yeah, you hit. Roll me some damage. So no bonus damage. What's your DR?
11.
All right, just for comedy's sake, you shoot the grenade. The grenade bounces in front of it. It explodes underneath it, and then sends it hurtling into the to the goo. And with that, I'm gonna assume you'll be able to put out the Magos' fire pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Bull
And
walks over, takes off the gauntlet, and goes pat 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 pat.
All right. And with that, we're going to take a quick break because I need to use the restroom, and then we'll see if we can come back. We may have to extend
Hey, I healed all my wounds. No, wait, no. I healed 3 wounds.
3
3
wounds.
wounds. Okay, still pretty good.
Are you going to try to heal Uthar as well?
Yeah, I'll heal. I still have 1 wound, but that's not bad. And then I'll do 1 more Medicaid just for Uthar.
Hey, it's 2.
3, 4, 5.
3,
No,
Yeah.
sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 wounds.
4
Okay.
wounds. So you're
He's almost back to full wounds.
okay. You still negative 1 or still 1 plus difficulty
Yeah.
to do everything, but it prevents you from dying.
Mhm.
We're gonna take a quick break if we need to, because I'm checking the time right now because we're coming up on 2 hours.
We have 45.
Yeah, about 45 minutes left. Yeah, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, I'll move us along to the next stage. Don't go anywhere. If you need to use the restroom, now is the time. We'll be right back. we are not ending. We're just on a break right now. So yeah, we'll waiting for everyone to come back in, and yeah. So use the restroom, grab some drink. We'll be back shortly. All right, we're back. As y'all finish up the area, it's mostly just meat slurry and other things. You see this, the very end, as y'all see over here on your screen. This area is where the servitors have stopped. This is part of their, it's an elevator that goes down to the second floor. Would you all like to continue?
We most certainly would.
Yep.
All right. So, it's a short trip down to the second floor. It hits the stop, and you all are right here. So, before you, you see a giant assembly line. Let me do the full description here. You feel blistering heat come off of this area, and the sound of sporadic hammering metal and sparking, soldering echoes through the tight corridors of the floor. That would have been deafening cacophony. But since the Manufactorum had not been had any new prisoners for some time, very few of the assembly lines are in operation. You see fabricator servitors who are just kind of waiting for more information. They're just standing there waiting to be processed. And this whole area is a dizzying network of suspended automated conveyor belts. So you see here on the map, you just see a couple of them, but it's like they're suspended from the ceiling. There's some on the floor. There's some on the walls. It's just nothing but like a maze. But Omega, you have the map, so you know generally how to get through it. And you know you can ride onto the conveyor belts themselves, and you can kind of, if you go out to the right conveyor belts, you can move along to other sections of the map. Pretty much, you can go anywhere on this map using the this level using the conveyor belts.
Yeah, I think you would still once again just try to guide the party along the same line that Uthar and Tiberius set for us.
Okay. All right, as y'all are stepping off of this floor, where are you? As you step off the elevator sparks and then it seems like just disappear behind you. It descends into a blackness void, and you hear a crash down below. So you can no longer use the elevator to get back up.
Ooh, okay.
That is a fairly substantially screwed elevator.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do it.
This time.
Oh, wait. Was I the wrong one? No, my bad. That's a minor one. Instead of that, it's not that. It's, you all have pressurization on, so you're lucky. Because the area begins to, you can tell that the area is beginning to evacuate. Like the atmosphere in the area is evacuating in this closed off area. So if you remove your helmets, yeah, he's got his helmet on. He's got his,
Yeah, he has. I have my helmet on.
Yeah. Everyone has a helmet or some sort of, yeah. Bull has his respirator.
And hat.
Yeah. So if you lose those for whatever reason, you might start to suffocate. But where do you want to go?
We'll hold his breath for a very long time if that happens.
Bull just passes out. It seems like there's only one way out of here. Oh, I guess we have all the conveyor belts.
Yeah. You can get anywhere in this room. So in this level, you have what's it called? You have a worker hab. You have an augment fabrication workshop as well. And then most of this place is just conveyor belts like that.
Because the goal is we have to get down one more floor, right? At least.
Yeah, I mean, you think
Yeah.
that the very bottom floor is where the main central control area is.
I would assume that our original line was the most direct line to the next descending point.
Okay.
So I would either say to the group, we either do the augmentation workshop, or we just beeline it for the descending area, like the next elevator down or whatever else.
I mean, we could beeline it.
Yeah, I would say beeline. Take the swift approach.
Okay.
Well, I think the Manufactorum knows we're here at this point, so let's get
exactly.
Let's dispense with stealth and make best speed to the next objective.
All right. It's actually pretty simple. You're able to get access to using everything you have. The servitors lead you through the area. Every time there's like a little door hatch, that you see a little server skull kind of pop out of the wall, then scan the servitors, and then pop back, and then the door will open and let you all in. And you go through this area. It's twisting and turning. You can feel the heat of the forges that are still lit around you. You see bits and scraps of metal weapons that are being assembled, other bits like that. And but you're able to descend through. You kind of exit, and as you exit the what are they called? The assembly lines. You stop right in front of a very strange-looking servitor. It's a Medicaid servitor, but its faceplate has a giant smiley face on it. And it's like, as you get close to it, it kind of beckons towards you, and in Binaric tells you that it can make you feel better. It can heal your wounds.
What?
It can heal.
Oh God.
Basically, it can heal up to 5 wounds for free.
What's the catch?
I don't know if
Bull is
accept that one.
terrified of smiley face and wants to smash.
Bull, you have my blessing. Smash.
Yeah,
wanna
this
smash
thing
it?
I'm assuming seems heretical or not. Like, this doesn't seem like a standard Medicaid bot, right?
It seems like it's been modified, but it doesn't seem to. This doesn't seem off. It just seems odd.
Off-putting?
Yeah. Do you want to smash it, Bull?
Someone had a sixth sense of humor. I would say top off our wounds. If
Bull
anyone
looks
has
at the group.
wounds.
Can I smash? I don't like.
Is it
I
like
think
it? Go on.
I'm just gonna say, if Bull doesn't like it that much, I think he's gonna go and just do it, just smash it before we can say anything. Just
Bull's
bang!
Bull's smart enough to ask the group first.
Bull's considerate.
Bull does have bone, so it's slightly smarter.
I do not trust it personally. My move would be to remove this this.
It's not blocking your way.
service.
It's just chilling by the elevator. So
Yeah, I'll let it heal me for one extra wound.
Okay.
For free.
all right. So you get one extra wound. You get your wound back. You walk up to it.
Yep.
It kind of just does its little and then kind of stops. That's it.
Any side effects?
Anything?
Roll me a awareness check.
Hang on.
Awareness.
Who's rolling the? Oh, okay. Uthar is rolling the awareness.
You can tell that they healed. That the thing healed you. It definitely did something off, but nothing detrimental. It's as if they had implanted some sort of tracking device onto you as well when it healed you.
Oh, glorious!
Oh.
Is that something that Omega can remove?
Yeah, pretty easily.
Okay.
You'd be so kind, Magos.
So they
remove the
bugged
tracking
Space
device.
Wolf. That's
Yeah, you can instantly remove it. It's pretty
interesting.
easily.
Okay.
Well, Meg, can I break, please? Please.
At that point, I would give Bull the go ahead to he can smash.
Bull smash.
Roll.
Smash.
You smash it to pieces. You just beat it until it's nothing but blood and viscera and extra parts. It doesn't put up a fight as you kill it.
Bull feels a little bad, but Bull was off-put, and people normally off-put by Bull.
I'm just going to.
By the way, behind the elevator, you see a bunch of kind of honeycomb-like structures in the floor, which is the worker quarters. And they basically would stand on top of these honeycombs and they descend and then would let them rest, as it were, the servitors and stuff like that. So you can go back there if you want to, or you can continue forward. Sorry, you were going to say something?
Forward. Yes, we just press forward toward the next elevator.
All right. You get into the next elevator and it takes you down to the first floor. We'll reveal that. Just kind of scroll down a little bit more. This area right here. And servitors will lead the way as always. And they immediately jump into combat mode. Okay. So yeah, it's all down here.
Oh no, Bull sees things.
Y'all should move your characters down there, just so we know.
Yep.
Sorry about that. I didn't realize the next area
it's
opens
all
up.
the way. So down there, you see three Cataphron battle servitors in front of you that immediately are moving towards you as you're going. Let me see what this area is again. This area is
Gay far.
This is the packing area. No. This is just kind of, yeah, this is like kind of the down here, down this direction, that's where like shipment is. Over here, like where they're coming from, in that direction is the QA area. And then this big central area right here is the power plant, the main power core. All right, who would like to go first?
I'll go first.
I was going to say, I'll let Tiberius go first this time.
Change it up.
Well, they're out
Right.
of range of my heavy bolt pistol.
Yes, indeed. How far can I run in one turn without denying me a combat action? Double check.
You can move, you can charge, basically, if you want to go straight into charge. It's your speed. You can move and then charge is your speed plus something.
I just wanted to, all I wanted to do is move right now. So I don't necessarily want to charge into the melee yet.
Your turn, you can move up to your speed in meters. There are several options for movement.
What's my speed? Am I going nuts?
It should be, it's like 11 or 12, if I remember correctly.
Oh, it should be. Yeah, I
Depends on how many actions you want to use to move.
Yeah. Your speed is under attributes, I believe.
Yeah, your standard move that you get every turn should be some number like 6 or something. And then
It's weird that's not there.
Yeah.
then you
Uh,
can simple move. Yeah, you can simple
personal?
move or full move. It's in
Okay,
combat.
Under
Combat,
combat.
top left.
Okay.
Top left, defense, speed,
Oh,
reloads.
speed. Thank you. 9. Thank you
9.
very much. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Right. In that case, let me see where 9 gets me.
You
Where
can
am I?
move
I'm there.
18 using a simple action.
Yeah, because you can
So
run.
that gets you there. Yeah.
You move 18.
Okay,
'cause
so
you-
here's what I'm trying to do. I'd like to get myself within 10 meters so I can use Molten Beam on one of the servitors.
yeah, oh yeah. You can do
So
it like right there.
I need to get there, basically, yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely do that. I mean, the movement is from you is like you're right here. Yeah, it's like 11. You can definitely move. You can run there because you can run.
If I,
with
if
simple
I moved
action.
here, would I be behind cover?
Yes, you'd be behind some cover.
Okay,
So
yeah, I'm going to do
exactly
that.
10. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Tiberius is going to make a sort of a couple of bounding leaps over to take cover behind these conveyor belt systems and loading machinery before he casts a molten beam at the lead combat servitor. With that, we shall roll the dice.
Okay.
I hope that hits. I think that hits.
Yep, that hits. You actually get 2, 4, 5. So it's 5. Its defense is. Where are you? Cut from. Cut from. Its defense is 0, apparently. So
Really?
yeah.
Interesting. Probably a lot of resistance.
Okay.
Right. Okay, fair play. So yeah, we hit, and then we shall roll the damage.
The servitors, they don't have any armor. So you have 2. What's the DR for the molten beam? 18.
Yes, 18.
Okay, so this is 20 total damage.
Excellent. Okay.
All right, you pop it exactly. It explodes. You basically, again, you fired a melt shot directly at this thing, and it just melts into pieces in front of you. All right.
That I'm just gonna duck behind cover. Job well done.
All right. Now they're going to move forward. One of them's going to move forward and shoot at you in cover. So you actually have a defense. Is it defense or is it resilience? I think it's defense increases with cover, right? Bull, you're Tyric, you're the one who has that whole ability with cover and everything.
Yes.
It's defense, right? Defense by 2.
It's because of my whole shield wall thing, right?
Yeah, I know, but you know what cover is because you increases your thing to like 9, normally cover gives you like.
So I have a special rule because of a sub-faction. So for per rank for me is +4.
Mhm.
So it would be 9 for me because of that, but normally it's 5.
So 2. Yeah, so 2 plus 2 defense.
Okay.
Okay.
So basically, I'll have 5 defense rather than 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do. All right. It's gonna take a shoot at you with +1. It does not hit you. It has a 4 and it has a difficulty. Its heavy arc rifle explodes, doing. It'll just take one damage for that.
So hang on, it's its own weapon. It detonated.
Yeah, it tried to shoot you and then just went poof, it exploded.
Wow, that's like the equivalent of having a plasma rifle on tabletop and just rolling a 1.
Yep. Because that's what it basically has a heavy plasma rifle on its arm that exploded.
Ouch, is all I can see. I'm not complaining though, in the slightest.
All right, y'all's turn.
Uthar?
Uthar is going to.
Uthar Bull.
See,
Yeah.
Am I in range to like just leap at him? 18 meters away.
Yeah, 18 meters. You can run. You can charge. You don't even need the backpack because you can move up twice your speed, and your speed's 9. So
yeah,
damn, dude.
I'll just run over then. Not even gonna. I'll save the jump jet fuel.
Just imagine this light blue power armor clump, 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 clump.
And
It's like that
chop.
Starty scene.
yeah, like you run up,
exactly what it
you run
is.
up, Melta the hand, and as you cover down, you hear an explosion. Then you look over and you see Uthar just going like easily clear the. Go ahead.
Just bounds over the conveyor
He
system.
bounds over the thing as you're finishing up your Melta shot, and you just see this blur flying towards the other one.
All right, you hit it. Roll me some damage. All right. Your base is like 11, right?
Yeah, base DR is 5, but the DR total is 11.
Yeah. So it just explodes into pieces as you hit it with your axe. All right, it's its turn. It's their turn, and do 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 do. Do 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 do. Bop.
How dare you? How dare you? Don't you put that in my head.
So it's gonna try to go after the Megas.
Interesting.
Yeah, it
Oh,
pops
fair.
out of the ceiling. It drops from the ceiling.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh.
You notice immediately that it's completely fixed again.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Hashtag bold defense.
Yeah, Bull's right next to you, luckily. So it's good, but it's gonna try to go after you.
What does that give me to my defense?
+2, right, Bull?
+4 because of my defense.
+4 resilience or +4 defense?
Armor value.
Armor value. So armor value
So
+4.
defend.
It's
Yeah, defense is
I think
different.
armor value is in both of it, isn't it?
Armor values and resilience.
Yeah, it is. It's only in resilience.
Yeah.
if an attack is made against an ally within 3, the ally can add your shield's armor rating to their armor rating, which is +4.
So I'd get 4 resilience.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, but I'm going to spend some ruin and do it again.
That's fair.
Yeah. Because
Yeah,
he just whiffed.
you might as well.
Yeah.
Only
All right, do it again.
I mean, my
There we
defense
go.
is real low.
So that's 5.
You hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely hit.
So AP nothing, but it does do 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19 damage.
Ooh.
So Bull's 4. That gets me to 13. So 9. So 6.
6. Yeah, you can try to soak
Okay,
it.
so I can only soak up to 4.
You soak
I get
2.
2. So
So
that's 2.
4.
And there's 4 more wounds. Yeah.
Those
Yeah,
assassin
he's
bots
getting
are
a little
low.
high. He's definitely
The
getting a little
low
high.
drugs.
He is an assassin.
Oh,
Yeah.
most definitely.
You hear it again in the same binaric screech, you know. Make it stop, make it stop, make it stop, make it stop, make it stop. It's kind of over and over again.
Mhm.
Now it's your turn.
Can I attempt something? Or
Sure.
Bull, you may go.
Bull was going to smash, but if you want to attempt something, go right ahead.
I was gonna try to reprogram it. Or try to like make it stop. Quote unquote.
Okay.
That was gonna be my idea.
Give me a tech check.
Well, if yours fails, you have smash as backup.
Okay.
There you go.
So-
Perfect. Can't fail.
Okay. Boom. Oh, that's such a terrible roll.
Oh.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
12. Okay, I was going to say 10 is difficulty.
Ha!
You reach into this thing's mind and you see something that you didn't think was possible.
Oh no.
It makes you angry. It makes you irrationally angry. You don't have feelings and emotions, but it's like the closest thing you can think about it is anger. Because what you see in its mind is not just scrap code, but a bit of what you think is an AI program.
Bum, bum, bum.
Oh,
Bad, very bad, very bad.
Yeah.
Omega is now triggered.
But you're
Yeah,
able
that's a fair
to,
way.
you basically are able to like isolate it and
Mhm.
turn off its control of its head.
Good to know.
Yeah,
Good to know. So that's. Would you consider that? Was that a full action?
I'd be a full action to do that if you want to
Okay.
turn it off. Yeah.
I think medicaying is a full. I don't know if it's a simple. I have to look that up.
Medicaid is a simple action.
It is. So I will attempt to medicate myself yet again.
Yeah.
Medicate. Why do I have a +2 on medicate? I don't think I should.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you had it earlier. It was from before. You turned that
Yeah,
off.
medicate. I'm just making sure. This little character builder thing. Yeah, I shouldn't have it. I should only have
No.
equal. So I healed 2.
2. Okay.
Better than nothing.
As you reach in, are you going to turn off its control, or are you going to maintain, just allow it?
Well, yeah, I was gonna make it stop by trying to isolate the programming and
Okay.
basically try to get this thing once again either make it change sides or at the very least shut off. Like just stop doing what you're doing.
As you isolate the program, it seems to raise up one of its things, kind of like a defensive stance, and you hear it in binaric cant basically say, "I am me once more," and identifies itself as Rust Stalker Principes Epsilon.
All right. Does it seem passive at this point, or?
Yeah, it seems like it's trying to
Okay.
get you to stop. You know, and
Okay.
before when you hit it, it ran away. Now it's kind of like, now that you've kind of isolated, it seems to just kind of try to be defensive. It's trying to show
Yeah.
non-aggression.
I'll say.
I believe I successfully reprogrammed it. Treat it with caution, but don't attack.
All
And
right.
then
with
that
the
we
stick up.
That's my turn.
All right. The other Cataphren is going to unload its heavy arc rifle directly at Uthar. Plasma
Roll.
bolt go boom.
Oh no.
That's 5 against your defense. I think it's gonna hit.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah, it's gonna hit. My
Okay.
defense is only 4.
So no additional damage, no AP, but it's 14 DR. So 2 damage will go through. Unless you Yeah, soak.
Combination of
You do it. You're fine.
that. All right.
So it hits you, but you manage to kind of like the ceramite kind of absorbs the blast.
It scorches my armor.
Yeah. All right. Now it's y'all's turn.
I think
It's-
Bull's the only one who still has a turn.
Bulls up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who has gone? How far away? Boop, very far away. Bull is very concerned by this thing, but will move up. I gotta figure out distance. Come on, brain. Keep grabbing the wrong thing. Bull moved it here
Okay.
and get the grenadier gauntlet out and go fire at that, which is at its just at long range.
Just at long range. Okay. So you have a +1 to +2 to its defense for this.
Okay, and go kaboom. I probably
You still hit it. Yeah, because that's 5, 6, and its defense is 0. So it only had a basically a 2 defense. So you hit it.
and I go
What's the base damage for it?
11 plus
Okay.
1 ED.
So 12. So your grenade, bounces in front of it, explodes, and throws pieces of it backwards away from you. And it's the last one. The Rust Stalker then raises up from its kind of defensive position and attempts to talk in like normal speech rather than binary cant, and goes, "I am Primaris Epsilon, Rust Stalker. I was tasked with investigating the odd behavior of this Manufactorum. When I arrived, I determined that something or someone had modified the main power reactor of the Manufactorum. It is my belief that there is a abominable intelligence attached to this Manufactorum. Before I was able to destroy the Manufactorum, or the abominable intelligence, I was captured, ensnared. I believe the only way currently to deal with this issue is to destroy the Manufactorum by overloading the power. We cannot risk it spreading to the rest of the Forge world."
Tiberius, listening to this and walking over to sorry, what's his name again?
Rust Stalker Primaris Epsilon.
So I'm just gonna call him I'm gonna call him Epsilon for short. So walking over to Epsilon, I'll listen to it and notice its changed behavior before looking over to the Magos and asking,
Was this your doing? It suddenly decided to stop attacking.
Yes, I have attempted to reprogram it. I believe I have separated it from the malicious.
He pauses for dramatic effect.
AI that seems to be loose in this Manufactorum.
even Tiberius, with being from a different era of the Imperium, will still make the sign of Aquilla over his chest. The mention of AI. How could something like this have occurred before looking over at Epsilon and addressing it directly?
So with this shard of AI removed from you, you recognize our authority will assist us in our quest.
Affirmative.
And in your explorations of this Manufactorum, did you happen across an artifact?
And basically, I'll send an image pics of one of the artifacts we've already captured.
Yeah.
Not wanting to obviously get these things out because they're dangerous.
Yeah.
To try and sort of show what we're looking for here.
He kind of looks at it, he kind of processes it for a moment and goes, I believe that was the device which introduced the art of the abominable intelligence to the Manufactorum.
We must secure it at all costs. It is the nature of our mission to obtain this device, and as you say, reduce this particular Manufactorum to ashes.
There should be no more resistance in this area, but we must hurry. The abominable intelligence will know something is wrong and send the 400 other servitors to deal with us if we are not quick.
Then we must make best speed to the reactor. Detonate it.
Hey, don't have to tell me twice.
And with that, we will proceed forward to the reactor.
Yes. So, here's how this is going to work. You have a couple of options here. You can try to deal with this by isolating the AI. You can try to overload the reactor, but if you overload the reactor, you will have to do some skill checks to get out before everything explodes and you all die.
Fair.
And there are two options in terms of overloading the reactor. You can do a controlled meltdown or an uncontrolled meltdown. The reactor is covered with void shields, and you can have a controlled meltdown, which will limit the damage to just the Manufactorum. An uncontrolled meltdown will destroy half of the Forge world.
Okay.
What's the trade-off?
So
it depends on your skills and how you can set it to overload, or you can try to isolate the AI. You can isolate the AI. You may be able to not blow up the Manufactorum, but you do risk sending any pieces of the AI that still exist in the code or in the Manufactorum to escape into the wild.
Ooh, that's not an option.
as we're making our way to the reactor, I will posit the question to Omega and ask him, basically,
what do you reckon your chances are of isolating this AI and cleansing it from the systems of this Manufactorum? I know the Mechanicus quite well these days, and I know that they would not tolerate the loss of such a vital resource, if avoidable.
Is there anything I can do to basically try to delineate the difficulties of each one of those three options?
So, basically, I'll tell you what the difficulty is. You can prevent the destruction of this and isolate the code, but it's going to require a skilled tech test of at least a 15. Everyone else in the party can help in other ways. You can just kind of tell, because it's going to take some time for you to kind of process this. You've got, maybe 10 minutes before everything goes bad. If you want to do a controlled reactor meltdown, it can be, it is only a 6, but if you get any failures on your wrath die, it will become uncontrolled.
So, like, even a regular failure, that's not a crit failure.
Yeah, a crit failure. It's crit failure.
Okay.
Will cause it to go uncontrolled. So it's 15 to do it, and if you crit fail in any of the tests during that, the AI will escape. You'll be able to isolate it here and remove the artifact, but it will escape. So effectively, it's more difficult, but you will save the Manufactorum, and you can get them both either way.
Okay. So we can still get the artifact even if we do a meltdown.
Yes.
Okay. Because I feel like
it will take you a little bit longer to get the artifact out, to extract the artifact from the AI core.
I feel like Omega wouldn't take a chance. I think they would recommend or go for the controlled explosion or the controlled overload. They don't want to take the chance of isolating it or even having a 1% chance of it getting out. It's like, no, we need to exterminatus this AI. So I think they would go for the controlled meltdown.
Okay.
Would be their recommendation.
So
I will acquiesce to the greater knowledge of Omega.
All right, so I want all of the non tech priests to give me a strength test. DN 2. Yeah, I know.
Hey, one failed.
Hang on.
Uthar.
How do the DN2 bit?
Oh, DN 2 is just a difficulty. You just
Oh, my
roll and-
mistake. Sorry,
yeah.
apologies.
How could I even fail?
But
You didn't fail.
Uthar also has a +1 because you're a wound.
Oh, yeah,
Right,
plus
you're
one.
wounded.
Succeed or fail on that one?
Uthar is +1, so yeah. So Uthar failed. You succeeded because you got a 4, and
Wait, Shield, right? I don't need the -1 anymore, right?
oh yeah, you don't have the -1 anymore because he got the remember.
Oh,
he
that's
got
right,
the
he
Medicaid
did.
bot.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Medicaid servitor.
The crushed Metcay.
Yeah. So you all succeed. Effectively, what you're doing is you're going up there, you're trying to move away like boxes and other things, and then pry open the doors to the power, which has been sealed shut. And you are effectively right now holding the doors open between all three of you. It takes all three of your strengths to keep the doors open, so that Omega can get in and remove the artifact and set up the facility to controlled self-destruct. So, Omega, give me a tech test of a DN is a 6. And you need to give me 3 concurrent tech tests. And while this is happening, the rest of you have to do strength tests.
Okay.
Okay.
It's gonna be entertaining.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if I have any bonuses in this scenario. I don't think I do. The only way I could do it would be if I did. No, we're just gonna do it. 3.
You also have servitors. You have those 3 servitors under
Yeah.
your control. They can also aid you in some of this.
Yeah, I mean, I would sacrifice them, so I would use them as best I could. I don't care if they go with it.
Okay.
Bull,
So
Bull has a question.
go ahead.
Bull would like to also, while holding the door open, take his shield and have it wedged in there.
You will
So
lose the
for
shield. Yeah. You will get a
Bull
bonus, but you will lose
Bull
the shield.
will sacrifice. The shield's already damaged. Like it had to be repaired on the flight, so it's damaged. But to help with this, because Bull understands it's important that this not happen to rest of Forge World.
So-
Bull is smart enough.
Bull, you so you only need 2 strength check tests now. Bull, you can help with the strength test if you want to. You only need 2 successfuls. You have 3. You could also have the servitors either assist in the strength test to keep things open, or you can sacrifice 1 servitor per check to get a +1 bonus to your roll, your tech check, Omega.
No, we're definitely going to sacrifice them to the tech check.
Okay. So you get so the first check you get a +1. You can get a +3, or you can do a +1 per one.
I'll do
So
a
basically-
+1.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do it +1 each time. Okay, DN 6. Hey, 6, 7, 8.
8. So yeah, you're able to get to the first one. Now you have to do 2 successful strength checks between the 3 of you. DN 2.
All right.
Success.
Yep.
So you're keeping the doors open. You're kind of basically what you did is you took the servitor and you kind of wired the servitor's brain into the to the core. Because as you start looking around, you start moving things around, you see this little shiny piece of metal which seems to have encrusted itself around this black teardrop-like rock that you recognize as one of the relics.
Okay.
And so you're using the servitor's mind powers or their brains as kind of to up your processing power, but you're burning them out as you do so.
That's fine.
So
I'll have a casual. That's okay.
That's fine. It happens. Servitors are like a dime a dozen. Who cares if we waste a good brain? Meh.
all right, now give me another tech check.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you're
4,
good.
5, 6. Woo!
Just barely. So
Yeah, that's terrible rolls.
did you burn out another servitor for that?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so yeah, you burned out a servitor for that. You're good. Give me another strength check. Keeping it open. You're
Yeah.
good. You're good. All right, one more tech check. You're kind of You've wired everything up properly. Now all you have to do is yank the device.
The
out.
artifact?
Yeah.
Okay. So, can I pre-spend my 1 remaining glory to get like an extra die? I had 2. I used 1 to try to reattempt a failure. Is it only if you fail, or can you preemptively do it?
No, you can.
Or yeah, whatever the little number is over here.
You can. You can. Yeah, basically you can spend a wrath to reroll. You can also spend a glory to add dice.
Got it.
You still have 5 glory, so you can add glory. You can spend glory for.
Spend that glory.
Yeah, I'll spend 2.
Okay. Then just add 2 bonus dice to the roll.
Yep. It's thinking.
Oh, exactly what you needed.
Oh, that's terrible rolls with 18 dice.
So
wow.
I will. Can everyone give me one last thing's going to happen. Let me.
Oh no.
Strength check. Okay, yeah, fair. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Complications. Oh god.
New complications.
All right. Here's the narrative. What's going to happen?
Oh no.
Omega, you reach in and you pull out the device. But as you do, you pull out the artifact. All of the warning alarms start to blare in the Manufactorum, and the last servitor burns its brain out and kind of slumps next to the core as you move your way out. You kind of levitate, as it were, out of the door. The door finally shuts closed, but your shield's gone now, Bull. You do not have a slab shield anymore. And as you begin to move out of the way, try to leave, all the other servitors, including like the Medicae and the Factorum, they all just start to turn and try to attack you. You can beat them away pretty easily as you're trying to leave. But both Bull and Uthar begin to fall behind as you're moving up the try to escape. And Omega, you see a countdown. You have about 2 minutes. Now, in the process, you're kind of on the top floor, but Uthar and Bull may not make it. So both of you are going to have to give me a strength check.
Ooh, wait, can I use my jump pack to help me and Bull get out?
Yes, you can give me a pilot check for that.
Okay, so pilot check instead of the strength check?
Yes, pilot check instead of strength check.
All right.
I want it on record that Tiberius, in order to allow the party to move quickly with transhuman speed that the rest of these party members have, has picked up Malik like a child and is just running with Malik.
Bull had the exact same thought, just like, help little one.
All right, so here's what's gonna happen. Okay, you reach, you charge up your jump pack. You reach up and you grab. You're holding on to Bull, and you're just starting to you're both so heavy that the jump pack is struggling to keep you going, but you're just boosting through these hordes of servitors which are popping out of the walls and trying to grasp onto you and slow you down. And you seem like you're not going to make it. And at the last moment, you feel yourself get freed, and there behind you, you see, surrounded by servitors as they're just slashing back and forth with their hands, is the rust stalker Primaris Epsilon, who's just holding back this tide barely with every swing, but is not going to make it as you manage to get into the out of the roof access. The doors close behind you, and as you put down the child that is Malik, he just immediately starts turning on all of the hitting the switch, getting everything charged up, and he basically says, "Hold on to something. This is gonna get very rough," and immediately starts afterburning out of there. And as as you're just getting out of the region, you see a blinding flash and some crackling of void shields as this like almost tube of light extends up into the atmosphere, clearing the smog as the Manufactorum detonates inside these void shields to prevent it from spreading around the Forge world. And you burn for atmosphere just as you are able to escape this blinding light behind you. And with that, we're going to end the session.
That is an exit.
That's a hell of an exit.
All right.
The complication could have been the jetpack running out of fuel.
Yeah. Well, I figured that the complication would have been you lost the Primaris, so you don't have the Rust Stalker to come with you.
Okay.
What was that?
Makes sense.
What was that
Makes
tier?
sense.
Bolt lights a cigar, like holding on, has a cigar lit, and is in honor of both his shield and Rusty, who they didn't know, but is in honor.
Just lights a cigar in honor of him.
Yeah.
All right, let's say favorite moments. Let's start with Omega or Atomic. Favorite moment.
I would say that just the constant bloodbath competition was probably up there. Every single roll was just like, and they explode, and they explode, and they explode.
They explode. Ferric.
I want to say the exit. Like, I'm picturing that in my head, just Uthar carrying Bull, just struggling as he's carrying this Ogryn out with his jump pack, just burning out the engines. I'm pretty sure Atomic is going to need to run like a repair or diagnostic because he's probably just not only burned out the fuel, he probably burned out the engines themselves. trying to
escape.
carry the sheer weight of the two of them out.
Loken, favorite moment.
There are a lot to choose from, but I think one of them that stood out for me was Tiberius is I play him as quite a collected character and quite personable for a Space Marine, but it clearly carries a grudge as he eviscerated that servitor earlier on into nothing but basically dust and just absolutely smote it with that ridiculous roll. That's my favorite moment personally.
Tyric.
So, as much as I would like to say the bloodbath competition that was going on, we all know that the true enemy of all parties are doors. And door open.
Sacrifice. That was very flavorful. I like that you sacrificed your shield for the run. That's very very role play focus, especially since it was so busted.
It got destroyed by an orc, and then it was welded mostly back together and took so much damage. It's like it's gonna die at this point. Sacrifice as much as it pains Bull because it was his favorite shield.
Mm-hmm.
It'll give its life valiantly in the name of the Emperor.
I'll say my favorite moment was the moment when the Rust Stalker disabled Tiberius's legs. Just that moment of like oh yeah, I'm gonna hit it, and then it just like oh, by the way, it's gone, and then you smack it, and then you just kind of skitters away on the roof, and y'all were like, that's disturbing. I'm like, welcome to the Rust Stalkers.
They are so disturbing.
It was when rolling up characters, Rust Stalker was actually one of my other thought processes.
Yeah, they're really cool.
Really
There's full models for them. You can use them in Kill Team too. They're pretty cool little things. They're like, you look at them, they're like basically like blades on four hands, and
my dude.
for like their legs and arms are all blades.
Also for like the player characters, that's fucking disturbing.
So, thank you all for joining us here today. If you enjoyed that, if you're watching this live, make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you hit !cast in chat. Get you a link for all of those. And then, of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to the Spice Must Roll for more of these. The finale will be next week. And make sure that you are watching all of these wonderful folks' social medias. If you enjoy 40k or just space and science fiction in general, or role-playing and tabletop in general, all of these folks do all of those things. So we were talking about before this that we may do a cast reunion in September when Dark Tide comes out. And
Actually, I had another thought, because there's another game that's also coming out that's getting a sequel to it finally, which is Space Marine. I was thinking get together for a Space Marine,
one
wave
multiplayer.
battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be glorious.
We can do that. Yeah. All right, y'all. And as I say every time, hope to see you someday in the black.
Goodbye.